what is a commentary drive? A commentary drive is a tool that you can use as a learner driver, as a driving instructor, and it's to help you to get things working as it should be. A commentary drive in its essence is reading the road. Now, when you build your commentary drive, you can build it to what it is you're doing. So let's say, for example, you're learning junctions. If you're learning junctions, then you're going to be working on, for example, your MSPSL routine. So your MSPSL would be obviously your mirrors, what mirrors you're checking, what signal you're going to give, where you're going to position, what you're doing with your speed, and where you're looking. And you can actually run that through. So if you say, I'm going to take the next road on the right, you'd be saying, I check my center mirror, my right mirror, I'm going to signal up for right, I'm going to position just left of the center white line, I'm going to be starting to slow the car down, and as I'm approaching the junction, I'm looking at the giveaway lines, and I start looking right, left, and then you emerge, okay? So that'd be you telling yourself what it is that you're doing while you're doing it. Practice it. Make sure that you fix whatever it is. If you keep forgetting signals, if you keep forgetting where to position, or if you keep rushing into meeting situations, you might find that a commentary drive would help you to fix that. I think that pretty much covers it. Let's get to it. All right, so I'm going to do my pond routine. Obviously, you're only going to be able to see what's happening in front of me, but I'm going to be telling you what I see, so hopefully it correlates. Now, because I'm starting on the other side of the road, I look over my right shoulder, right wing mirror, road ahead. I see those two people that are walking across the road in front. I've also got that Iceland van right in front of me. Left wing mirror and left blind spot. Now you can see that it's really giving me a clear picture. I'm looking at what it is that I'm doing and what's happening in my surroundings. All right, so really consciously skilled. So again, looking around my car, because obviously a few seconds have gone by. I've now got that delivery guy coming from the Iceland van. I'm going to signal to my left. There's also a pedestrian walking across the road on his phone, and there's a car parked just on my left hand side with somebody in it. I'm going to follow the road ahead. I'm going to go past this guy here nice and slowly. Can't see around the corner, but I believe this is one way. I'm going to come around here. Now the signs up ahead are saying one way, so I'm going to be turning right there. So I'm going to check my center mirror and my right mirror. Don't necessarily need a signal here because it is one way. Looking right, looking left, looking right, looking left, just to make sure that it's clear. Going to enter the new road, new mirrors. Now I've got somebody who's now standing there in between the cars, so just come off the gas. He's not really paying attention to what I'm doing. And a cyclist is around the corner. So again, I'm checking my mirrors, see who's behind. I'm going to take this next road on the left. So I check my center mirror, my left mirror. I'm going to signal down for left. That cyclist is now moved away from my right. I can't see around the bend, so I'm going to take it nice and easy just to have a look. It's quite tight. Enter the new road, new mirrors. Now I've got a motorbike that's just pulled in on the left, and a car that's moved off. It's got a P on the back of his car, so he's obviously just passed his test at some point. And I've got a give way to oncoming vehicle sign. There's no one there at the moment, so I'm going to drive through. Again, motorbike is overtaking a car. He's got his hazard lights on. There's definitely somebody inside that vehicle. I'm going to approach it quite cautiously. And a van coming towards me, loads of parked cars on the left hand side. This guy's come to a stop. He's probably waiting for me to come through. It's nice and tight. Checking my mirrors, I'm going to drive on. Again, I've got another priority over oncoming vehicles sign up ahead. So again, this is me reading signs, really trying to control what's happening around me. The road is terrible. Loads of speed bumps. Up ahead of me, I've got another sign that's telling me that they have priority over me. So again, I'm going to start slowing down, checking my mirrors. Got a cyclist behind me in a car. I'm going to go through. Ahead of me, I've got a traffic light. No point rushing towards a red traffic light. And behind me, obviously, I went past that van. I can see they're all parked up. Doors open. The traffic light's going to turn right. It's also a 30-mile-an-hour zone, so it's gone green for me. Just going to wait here in the middle, let these guys come out. Lights are now changing, so I know the next vehicle is not going to make it through, so I should be able to go. New road, new mirrors, and again, vehicles behind. I can see what's going on behind. I can see there's a white vehicle that might come up on my left. You'll see that on camera if they actually do. Now, I'm coming to a large complex roundabout, so I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. So I'm going to be turning right third exit, heading towards Notting Hill Gate. I'm looking at the sign, I can see where it is. Center mirror, right mirror, indicate up for right. Come to a stop. When I come to a stop, tires on tarmac, and I've positioned to the right as well because I'm clearly turning right. Lights are turning green, so I'm going to check all 3 mirrors. And I'm going to move on. I'm also going to read the road markings. Now the road markings say WN, which is West End. I'm going to keep my lane discipline, try and stay in my lane, keep myself to the right of this broken white line in the middle of the road. And what does it say on the ground? It says West End. All right, so I'm going to count my exits. That's 1. It says West End again. Now the way this works is the lines, I'm going to keep close to these lines on my left, and it pushes me 1 lane to the left, and again it says West End on the ground, so I know I'm doing the right thing. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. This is the second exit here. It says West End right in front of me on the ground, so I'm going to move into this lane here, and then it's center mirror, left mirror, signal left, and I'm now going to exit this roundabout in the right hand lane. And what does it say on the ground, just to confirm it? West End. So when you're doing these kind of roundabouts, make sure you read the signs, make sure you read the road markings, and that will be a big help. At the traffic lights, I'm going to turn left. So I check my center mirror and my left mirror. I'm going to signal down for left, and the lights change, so I come to a stop before the cycle bit. Again, I could have said I can anticipate that these lights will change. And if that was a problem, let's say for example I find myself stopping sharply and it keeps happening over and over again at traffic lights, I'm going to pinpoint that in my commentary drive. I'm going to look at ways in which I can make that or smoothen it out, and I'm going to be highlighting them. I'm going to be seeing, like, I can see a traffic light up ahead of me, it's red or it's green, and I can anticipate it's going to change. And then of course I'd be coming off the gas just before it, before the point of no return, and try and smooth out that harsh braking. Check all 3 mirrors as I move off, and obviously the center left is very important here when I'm turning left, in case somebody comes up on my left hand side. Come around the corner, new road, new mirrors. Again, these lights could change, they don't change, so I drive on. Speed limit here is now 20. Now let's say for example you're having problem with speed limits, you keep missing them, add that into your commentary drive. Every road that you turn into, what are the speed limits, or what is the speed limit? Get yourself monitoring it, and then obviously monitoring your speed on your dashboard. If it's signs, read them. Up ahead of me, no left turn. I can see there's a pedestrian crossing. I can also see that there's a cycle lane there. They may be beneficial to me, they may not be, but just reading signs helps me to make sure that I'm doing what I should be doing. Now I'm going to be taking the next road on the right, so I check my center mirror and my right mirror. I've also got this van that's sticking right out, so I'm going to slow my vehicle down. I've got to try and get round this guy, and there's a police car. So again, center mirror, right mirror, indicate right. I'm going to position myself so I'm shielded by this island right in front of me. Behind this vehicle there is absolutely nobody, so I'm going to turn. Entering the new road, new mirrors. Got a line of parked cars up ahead of me. I've got a red traffic light, so I know I'm going to be slowing down. I've got pedestrians on the right hand side, but they're clearly the speed they're walking behind me, and I'm going to come to a stop behind this guy. Again, tires on tarmac. Okay, so I'm checking all 3 mirrors. I'm going to drive on. She thought about driving in front of me, she changed her mind, which is good news. Up ahead of me I've got a green light. It could change. I've got pedestrians there, they could step out. I've got a taxi that's picking up somebody, so I've checked those mirrors. I'm also anticipating that taxi is going to move off, so I'm not going to try and overtake, especially as I've got a taxi coming straight towards me. Up ahead of me again, 20 zone on the floor, pedestrian crossing, somebody hovering over on the right hand side of it. Looks like they're not paying attention or coming this way. Slow right down to let this guy out, and then off we go. Up Up ahead of me, I've got a taxi, again, double parked in the road. Somebody could try and come around. I've got 2 pedestrians on the pavement, so I ease off the gas, don't want to push through, create a problem. Up ahead of me, I've got a zebra crossing and a roundabout. I'm going to turn left. So at the roundabout, I'm going to turn left. So check my center mirror, my left mirror, I'm going to signal left. I've got a pedestrian pushing a Brompton bicycle, it looks like. I'm going to cross this pedestrian crossing as I don't have to give way to anybody, and I'm looking to the right. And there's a taxi which is blocked by pedestrians, so I can turn. So guys, that's it. That's a commentary drive. That's a sample of a commentary drive. That's me, obviously the camera facing forwards. You can't see what I'm doing, but you get an idea of what's happening, okay? And it'll give you the rhythm. Now look, it's a tool that you can help to self-manage your training, whether you're a learner driver, whether you're a PDI training for your part 2, or if you're a PDI training in part 3. Again, it's a useful tool. But learner drivers out there, this is something that I would strongly recommend that you guys go out and practice. It's a really, really useful tool. If you like what you see here, hit the like button, subscribe. You can hit that bell too, so that you know when the next video is coming out. All right, look forward to seeing you all soon. Get wheel.